Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our first look show. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on March 7th. We've got 7 games on Thursday. We've got some exciting matchups to get into, and maybe one or two that we might fade a little bit. But before we get started, I just want to show you guys a little bit of our Discord community. We had a really good night in there. Moose coming in clutch with the 2-mans again. He had a 4-man that cashed as well. If you guys are interested in joining, you can see everyone tailed Moose's his 2-man power play tonight. But if you guys are interested in enjoying, it's about 50 cents a day. There's a link in the description of the video. If you just go through and then you come to Discord, just go to server subscriptions and click subscribe, and it'll unlock all these channels for you. But yeah, we have a really killer community over here. It's not that we save the best plays for Discord or anything like that. It's just, like I say in many videos, we just get the opportunity to be directly connected to it whenever we see a new play that we like. And we also have 2 extra analysts in here. Shout out to Dell0637. He said it was the first night in the Discord, and he hit on a bunch of slips tonight. Congrats, bro. And then also, I got to shout out Patty B. I don't even think on his, some of these weren't even... let's see, weren't even our plays, but I just got to give him a little shout out here. I can't find it. I know that he cashed like 2 6-mans in here tonight, though.
Let's go, Patty.
Yeah, bro. There he is. Let's see, what he take? Yeah, he had a demon in one of them. Good job, bro. Yeah, he took Harden's points demon, I think. So yeah, we have a lot of fun in here, guys, and it's just a really chill community. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, just go to the link in the description and come hang out with us and hop into the community chat. Let us know you're new to the channel or the Discord channel, and we'll show you around, let you know how everything works. And like I said, we have 2 other analysts in there. So we've got 4 different analysts providing value for you. But these are the plays we're going to be getting into tonight. At first look, the board's a little bit thin. There's a lot of options on the board, but there just wasn't a whole lot that we were that excited about. Because we've got a decent amount of injuries with some of these teams. We've got some questionable tags, some game time decisions, but we did find 2 that we are excited about. I'm going to be taking Jimmy Butler over 34.5 PRA, and Jordy's got Dennis Schroeder 1.5 3-pointers made. Those are the 2 we're going to be breaking down for you. Before we break these down, though, if you haven't tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to double what you deposit. So if you do deposit the whole 100, you'll get 200 to start between yours and your bonus money. So yeah, make sure you take advantage of that if you want to try Prize Picks. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll want notifications on just so you can jump on these plays before they get bumped or removed, and especially during the daily show, when we're on that DFS optimizer, daily grinds DFS optimizer, and we're getting closer to game time, they start finding some plays on there that are just like so juiced that they end up getting bumped within 30 minutes or so. And if you guys don't mind, just do us a favor. If you're stoked on the sweep we got for this past video, just hit us back with a like. Let's get this video likes up quite a bit. It'd be nice because it just helps us get in front of a larger audience. We know you guys appreciate what we're doing if you're tuning in, because we appreciate you tuning in every night. But yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, just puts us in front of a larger audience. All right, so let's talk about these plays. On my end, I had taken James Harden over 31.5 PRA. He didn't go crazy for 40 like I was kind of anticipating. I thought it'd be closer to that 40 mark, but he still got this done. And I saw someone had hit us in the comments of the video, and they said it got bumped to 32.5. Did we still like it? And I told him that I did still like it. So hopefully he took it, but hopefully, we just barely made that because he went for 33. And then Paulo Banchero, that 0.5 dunk, lately it's been hitting, so we keep taking it. And he got us one right out of the gates, so we didn't have to sweat that one out. And he went for 1 dunk. You want to talk about your plays, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So I took Nikola Vucevic for under 42.5 fantasy score. I told you guys that this one was either going to kill our night or he was going to go just under this fantasy score line. And that's kind of where he floats around. 42.5 is just like one of those lines he can't get over. He has to have a pretty good game for his standards, and he was on pace to have a good game. I was pretty scared. I think he had like 20 something fantasy score in the first half, so I was like, oh, that's dead. But he went for 39.4, so thank God for those turnovers. He ended up, staying under that for us. But Domantas Sabonis, oh my God. I did not expect this outcome. I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit because I said if they were going to beat the Lakers in this game, he was going to need over double-digit rebounds. Like, not over double-digit rebounds, but he was going to have to at least get double-digit rebounds. I didn't expect him to go for 20 rebounds. I took him for over 13 and a half rebounds, and he went for 20. He had a monster game. He had 12 assists. So if you guys took his RA too, I know some people are asking about that. His RA cash, he had 32 RA. So, he had a monster night. That was a good performance by the Kings. They needed that win because if they lost the Lakers, they were going to be in trouble.
Yeah, that's everybody in the West right now, bro.
Yeah,
that has any
lose.
chance. It's like this is just such a fun time of year.
Yep.
That's why we're excited about these games. And yeah, I mean, like I like seeing anybody in the West lose right now because I want my Suns to secure a spot, not have to deal with the play-in.
Right.
But yeah, let's break down these plays we have for tonight. So I'm gonna break down this Jimmy Butler play. I just want to remind you guys to check out Daily Grind. It's our favorite DFS tools, definitely. The DFS optimizer is basically the workhorse for us. They have a lot of tools that are great, and you can really dial in deep with all these tools because they've got 4 different tools. My 2 favorites right now are the DFS optimizer and the middling tool. Been having a blast with the middling tool, and the fantasy scores tool is great as well. But I just tend to use the DFS optimizer just all the time, especially the closer you guys get to game time. You can hop on that optimizer and you will find just some ridiculous plays just right before, within that 30-minute window. You'll find some like minus 145, some minus 150s. So if you guys want to check them out, we're partnered up with them. So they're giving all of our viewers 25% off. Just use code BACKDOOR. There's a link in the description of the video, or you can go to dgfantasy.com and just throw in code BACKDOOR. They will hook you up. All right, so Jimmy Butler, he is getting into that playoff form that we love to see from him every year. It's that time of year for Jimmy. We got a 230 over under with the Mavericks favored by 4.5. So I like this matchup for him a lot. If we hop over here to Outlier, we can see this 34.5 line. He's gone over it 8 out of his last 10 games. I know he hasn't been like absolutely crushing it, but it's not like he's just been barely making it. He only has 2 games where he was just right within that like 2-point line. Other than that, he's just pretty consistently getting it done. And he only has 1 game, like his lowest game was 28 over the last 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. When I said gaze, it was Gaze, like he was gazing off into the he has 28 over his okay. So anyways, let's take a look at his minutes here. It's late, guys. It's like 2 a.m. where I'm at, but 34.7 minutes per game is what he's averaging. And would you say Jimmy Butler's a good defender? I think he's a good defender, but he's not even averaging 1 foul per game. That's what makes him elite. It's like, I know he has times a year when he's on and when he's off, but when he's on, he's elite. And to be that good of a defender and only average under a foul per game, like barely 1, that's great. That's what we want because that doesn't cut into his minutes. So he gets to stay on the floor longer and never getting in foul trouble. Now, if we look at this matchup here, it's pretty solid. Let's look specifically, across the board, Dallas is not looking very good on defense. Overall, they're 24th in points allowed, 27th in rebounds allowed, 23rd in assists allowed. If we go specifically to small forwards, it's a little bit better. 11th in points allowed, but still rebounds and assists, 24th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed. So we love this matchup. He's been averaging, he's gone 5 straight games over 20 points. That's why I like the full PRA. The RA looked good too. That's what first drew my attention, but it's the line is just so close to what he's been averaging as where the PRA he's been lately going over, if you throw those points in the mix too. So I want the whole thing PRA. If we look at the injury report real fast, we still have no Tyler Hero, no Kevin Love. Luka is actually a game time decision, but I think that he's probable. yeah, he's probable to play. They're going to start pushing these guys to just, work through this stuff because it's just getting too important right now to try to lock your spot in. If you guys are interested in checking out this app, Outlier, it's the best statistical analysis app on the market. We love it. It gives you everything you want to know, from matchups to statistics. They've got dunks, they've got fantasy score, they've got everything. So definitely check them out. And use code, there's no code. There's just a link in the description of the video. And they will give you 7 days to check it out, see how you like it. All right, so daily grind. Let me just type in Butler here real fast. All right, so they've got his PRA favored to go over at 51.29% odds to hit, and DG has this at a -123. So we like it when the odds to hit indicator is in our direction, and the odds are lining up as well. We've got across the board -120 and higher, except for FanDuel. They have it at a pretty much a 50-50 shot, but everyone else is favoring this to go over as well. So I feel good about this. For first look, I'm comfortable taking Jimmy Butler. I'm gonna pass it over to Jordy to go over his play now.
All right. Yeah, so before I get started into my last play here, I want to tell you guys about Chalkboard. I actually just remembered that I had forgotten to take this slip on Prize Picks, and they bumped one of the lines, so I went to Chalkboard and locked that slip in, so I made a little bit of money tonight, and I was stoked because I didn't remember that until I just started talking about Chalkboard, so that's sick. But yeah, so Chalkboard is really fun. You get to set your own lines. So like, for instance, I could take this Jimmy Butler at 34.5 PRA, and I can bump it up to like 35, 36.5 and get a higher multiplier on that. Or I could bump it down to like 32.5. I think he's only going to go for like 33 and just get a lower multiplier on it. So for you guys who like doing the 2-man slips, if you're really confident in a play and you think the guy's going to go way over it, go over there and bump that lineup, man. You'll get a higher payout on your 2x, and it's a lot of fun. Use code BACKDOOR at checkout to get a 100% deposit match. We are partnered up with them now, and it's been a lot of fun over there. It's iOS only at the moment, but they are coming out with an Android version on March 18th, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, the link's in the description for that. So I'm taking Dennis Schroeder for over 1.5 threes. For a couple reasons. One, he's been shooting the ball pretty well. I mean, he's shooting 57% from 3, which is nuts on 5 attempts. That's pretty good over the last 5 games. So, and it's because he's been getting more minutes over the last 5 games due to all these injuries. He's getting up in that 30-minute mark, and honestly, he looks pretty good with Brooklyn. I'm pretty impressed with what he's been doing. Tough matchup. I mean, they're ranked 7th in threes allowed, but they're still giving up 2.7 to point guards. And I think he's going to get probably 30-plus minutes again. Because Cam Johnson is out with a right ankle sprain. No Ben Simmons, of course. And Cam Thomas is still out as well. So, it's going to be a weird lineup for them. It's probably going to be like Schroeder and a little bit of Lonnie Walker and all those guys. So I think Schroeder's going to be a core piece for them if you look at his minutes. So 1.5 threes, I'm willing to roll the dice on him getting this done. You can see he's usually shooting at least 4 to 5 attempts a game. But he is shooting 7 attempts sometimes. So if we can just get him to cash 2, that's all we need. On Daily Grind, his play is juiced to go over to 52.8% chance and a -130. I feel really good about it just with the narrative around the play. Detroit has been actually sticking in there. They're kind of like the Wizards, where like they're not getting blown out anymore, but they're just giving people really good games. They're still losing everything, but they're giving people good games, and it's been fun seeing them kind of put it together. And, if they get some good pieces around those young guys, I think they'd be okay, especially with, the coaching situation and everything. So anyway, I'm getting way off my script here. So, yeah, just the Dennis Schroeder for 1.5 threes. I feel pretty good about it.
All right. Well, it felt good to get a sweep, man.
Yeah, man.
We've been kind of getting close over the last few days. It felt good to take one down. I'm excited to go into this next slate. I feel like we can get another one rolling. We hope you guys took those plays. I hope you cashed on them, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. We will be, if you don't know already, we're covering Underdog as well. We've been doing pretty good with Underdog lately as well. If you guys are interested in checking that out, we'll be dropping our video tomorrow when we drop the daily show. On Underdog, we do a 5-pick slip is typically what we do on those episodes. just give you guys a full 5-man. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, just use code Backdoor when you sign up for Underdog, and there's a link in the description of the video. They'll do a 100% deposit match, and they give you a couple free plays. They give you the instant pick'em specials, so you get a couple discounted plays that'll help you just ensure your, chances of just cashing on your first couple plays. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Definitely come hang with us in Discord, and we will catch you guys in the next video.
Good luck, guys.